Hey everyone, I recently redesigned a landing page for my startup and saw an incredible 82 conversion boost. If you want your landing page to perform better, you are in the right place. Here I share my journey scaling my startup towards 1 million ARR while traveling the world. We have an ambitious goal and we already achieved 11% of it. If that's something that's interesting for you, subscribe. In this video, I will show you exact process how I achieve that conversion boost. We will dive into psychology, why people clicks, how to write a compelling copy, and how to design a landing page that converts visitors. I've added timestamps, so feel free to jump to any sections you like. Alright, let's get started. Today I want to create a new landing page for Google Ads experiment that we're already running. Recently we launched a new experiment targeting a new use case. Our main use case is Florida domicile or Florida tax residency for American digital nomads or expats. And recently we launched a new experiment in Google Search Ads targeting different use case, US residential address that a lot of Americans need for legal, financial purposes. At the beginning, we started with an old landing page for Florida domicile, and it works good enough, and we're already getting promising results, a nice customer acquisition cost, a lot of attention, a lot of clicks, but conversion rate is between 3 to 4%. So I want to create a separate landing page in order to scale this campaign and also improve our conversion rate, customer acquisition cost, but also churn. Because on this landing page, we don't explicitly mention that this is a solution for American citizens or residents. We're receiving a lot of clicks and also a lot of signups and even a few subscriptions from people who are not Americans. And in order to reduce customer support and just don't attract customers that we don't need to, I want to have this separate landing page. Our target audience for this page, American retirees and expats who want to stay financially connected and compliant with US laws while living overseas. I am focusing on 3 main elements that influence conversion on a landing page: motivation, value proposition, and reducing anxiety. This principle will guide me how I structure this page and how I write every section. The best way to get insight into target audience motivation, what they're looking to into product, what an objection and anxiety they have, is to listen them. For me, this means digging into customer support conversation, reading reviews, reading forums, reading social media, but also just jump on the calls with target audience and listen what they're asking, what they're looking for, what problems do they have with other solutions. This gives me a clear understanding of what phrases and actual words they use. And remember, the best copywriter is a happy customer. Now let me show how this research translates into each part of landing page. First up, hero section. It's the first thing that visitors see, so it must have a clear value proposition, it should grab attention, and it must describe who is this for. So headline is usually a clear value proposition, and in our case is a US residential address for Americans abroad. In detailed value proposition, I will provide more details about solution and who is this for. So here I wrote, get a Florida residential address for American expats, nomads, and retirees, maintain US financial ties, enjoy tax benefits, and simplify legal matters, no property ownership required. It might be changed in the future, but for now it's good. Let's go to the next section. Next is the motivation block, which dives deeper into visitors' needs, problems, and pain points. motivation is the most important driver of conversion, which you also can influence, but with your copy, with your landing page, you can show visitors that you know what they're struggling with and you know a solution. To understand their motivation, I ask questions like, where is the customer in their search process? What are their desired outcomes? What are their pain points? For example, many expats struggling to keep US bank accounts open because they live abroad, and a lot of bank and financial institutions require a residential address inside of US. Here I'm writing copy to show their pain points, problems that they have, to show them that we know what they're struggling with. First one is keep US bank accounts open. Second one, avoid hassles with address. And third one, save on state taxes. And I will write just more details. So what we have here in the end, pain point about bank accounts open that mentioned the most often, then mentioning hassle with addresses that our target audience usually have. They sometimes use family friends addresses, which not an ideal solution. And then in the end we also mention about saving on state taxes, which is not a main use case here, but that what our product was designed for. Now we move into value block where we explain the benefits of our service, but I want to focus what our residential address is suitable for. So I will write here residential address suitable for all your needs, and then I will list bullet points with every use case that we heard and that we know about. So I already listed all of the reasons why our target audience looking for residential address, and it's keeping US bank accounts active, simplifying tax matters, managing social security and benefits, which is mostly important for retirees, obtaining Florida driver license, employment opportunities, working from abroad, and accessing healthcare and insurance. I also provided details why our address is working for banking solutions, because our address is not a CM array, which is very important detail here, and all of our customers or potential customers that looking for this solution, they know that mail forwarding addresses, PA boxes don't work for banking. That's why I decided to mention here. In next section, I'm continue to describe what exactly we are offering for, because we need to provide more details. First of all, it's exclusive residential address, exclusive residential address. Then we provide a proof of address, which is important part because a lot of institution banks that require a proof of address, utility bill, or some other type to show that this is your address. And last but not least, I want to mention our support and continuous improvement, because policies and legislations always change and we have a backup options. We're looking into other solutions, and it's important part of our product, since a lot of potential customers ask us, oh, what will happen if, I don't know, they will change policy, or how long your address will be valid. So I want to explicitly mention here. Now I will format it a bit better as a motivation block, and I will provide more details. So I provided more details for this block and also place it in a way that easier to read. After that, usually I place a value proposition in a bit different ways with call to action to convert people that are already scrolling through, and for people who are not decided to sign up yet, we will provide a block that reduce anxiety with some objections, with some potential roadblocks. So I created a new value proposition. It's basically the same, just different wordings. It would be visually a bit different, just to convert people that scrolling through. Next up is anxiety reduction block. Chances are visitors have some objections, as they have some concern about is this service is legal, about delivery, about a lot of other things. So goal of this blog is to answer all of these questions and reduce anxiety as much as possible. For example, one of the most asked questions is this service legal? Do I need to visit Florida? And all of these questions that we were receiving in chat widget, in customer support, or we will ask on calls with potential customer. So I list all of them and I provided answer to each question. To put it all together, the structures that I use: a hero section with value proposition, motivation block with pain points, desired outcomes with needs, value block with extensive description of value of your service or product, more details about product, value proposition again to convert scrollers, and anxiety reduction block where you answer all of the concerns, objections, and questions that potential customers might have. Next step is actually to design this landing page. I will share this copy and content with our designer, and in a few days or a week when it would be ready, I will share it with you. Landing page is ready, so let me show how it looks. We tried to reuse all of the elements and blogs that we already have on our landing pages, but we had to design a few new. So we have a couple here, like the man is close to the retirement age, which is our target audience here. I also decided to add some illustrations connected to ID, residential address to communicate visually. We also have reviews here. We have social proof with our partners to increase trust. The blog with motivation. We also added some illustrations here, and the biggest blog with use cases for residential address. We decided to place it in this way so it would be easier to read and easy to catch information. What is this about? Blog very similar to motivation with different illustrations providing information what we do and what we exactly provide our customers. And then call to action to convert scrollers and other reviews in more extended way with a lot of text, with some videos from our happy customers, and blog addressing concerns. Last but not least, I also decided to change CTA from get started now to get address now, which I'm thinking it's better and communicate value proposition better. Now it's time to test this landing page in Google Ads. I will create new ad groups and ads with new landing page, and I will share results after 4 or 5 weeks with you. It's been 5 weeks since we launched a new landing page, and I'm happy to share results with you. We rolled out the updated page for 2 campaigns targeting the same audience, one in United States and one internationally. For the international campaign, we achieved an incredible 82% boost in conversions. For the US campaign, we saw a 51% increase in conversion rates. These are remarkable improvements. While last few days conversion rates are even higher, I want to stick to last 2 weeks average for more accurate picture. These results show how effective clearer messaging, value proposition, and that it's better to address concerns that customers might have. But there is more. We've noticed that we're receiving less support tickets with asking basic questions about this product. This means that new landing page is better at explaining scenes and make it easier for visitors to understand what we offer. Before, some customers sign up and churn almost immediately because they didn't understand all of the details of the product. We were receiving a lot of customers that can't use this product, for example, non-Americans, and with a new landing page, we're getting less churn from new customers. Overall, the new landing page has made a huge difference. More conversions, fewer confused customers. It's a win-win. So that's the whole process how I build a landing page that really works. Just to recap, understand what your customers and prospect needs, listen to their questions and needs carefully. Use the data to structure the page, make sure that things that your prospects care about on the landing page. Write copy using their language. Use phrases, wording, and tone of voice that your target audience use. Keep experimenting. If you found this video useful, please like it and consider subscribing. On this channel, I'm sharing my day-to-day life of building and scaling my startup. I'd love to hear from you. What have been your biggest challenge with landing pages? Do you have any tips or questions? Drop them in comments. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Boom!